When I was a child growing up, I used to challenge every order issued by my mom and dad with a simple question: why? I'm not certain I ever received a detailed description of why I should perform a task that they asked me to do. However, the response was always the same: because I said so, now go ahead and do it. Now, it could have been, because I'm mom, that's why. But so many times growing up, I can recall wanting to debate the mission, the reason, the desire for them to me to do something. Should have just been a compliance issue, but might have been just a personality flaw in my characteristics or whatever. But I always wanted to know why. A sign of a good leader is they take the time to explain the logic, the reason behind why we want to perform a task a certain way. It will ensure an improved result. I believe that life is full of processes, and the better they're performed consistently, great results are assured. Life without processes is chaotic and never consistent. And that on its own will generate poor results. Training processes is something leadership must take seriously. If someone is under your direction and doesn't know how to perform a task properly, no one is to blame except the boss. I challenge everyone who's not sure they understand the correct process to ask their leadership for direction. Take an advisor. If you look at how do you take a customer in, it could be that they're on the drive and the customer comes in and then the phone rings and someone stops the discussion with the customer in front of them to answer the phone. Or it could be that there's a technician wanting a question answered. But the amount of disruptions with that one single customer, do you see how that would cause an image concern? How that customer is handled? What are the directions? Does the advisor understand what's important now? What is the company policy? If you've ever been a customer at a service facility and seen constant interruptions when you're getting waited on, I guarantee you that that's never been a positive result. Begins to have an irritation. Then that irritation turns into, what am I doing here? And then it might be, why am I giving these people money? Where else can I go? It might be that the process is poor in scheduling, so you have people want to stagger appointments on waiters and only schedule so many at any specific time. And if you look in the waiting rooms, why are the waiting rooms jam-packed at 8:30 and might have one person at 2:30? Scheduling is a process that irritates a lot of people, and yet do we thoroughly explain why we do things a certain way? Now, if you accept this challenge and you don't understand the correct process, ask your leadership for direction. If they can't explain to you a process, ask permission to develop and implement one you design. The key is always focus on the customer. If you're a leader, the challenge for you is to focus on understanding and explaining your processes in great detail. No one should ever not know the right process, the right way to care for your customer. The empowerment to make them satisfied needs to be at the front line. The leadership must focus on explaining in great detail why you have the processes in place. Take input as to how to make them better. Because I said so is an easy response. However, it will not illustrate great leadership. Great leadership is always seeking ways to improve the process. Thanks for your time, and we'll talk to you next week.